and this is the Trill League Fantasy Football Show. Now, let me be very clear. I have no experience in what I'm doing as far as creating the show. I want to be very transparent. We're just trying to do something fun and engaging with people. 2, this is not a stat show. We will not be showing you who you need to start. We will not be showing you who you need to drop. We don't care about that. This is about the Trill League Fantasy Football game, right? So we have our own league here that we put together, a nice array of people that I think are not only interesting personalities, but people I would love to talk shit about against football. These are people who are considering themselves committed to this sport. Now, let me be clear. Out of everybody that's competing in this league, with the exception of maybe one person, I'm typically the least engaged in football. I'm probably the least knowledgeable about football. I wouldn't know what the play is when they line up, and I wouldn't know a 5 from a dime, none of that shit, right? But I'm passionate about this sport of fantasy football. I take it very seriously. I do a lot of research. So that being said, we got people that rely on this game in the way that I do. We have people that rely on this game based on personal knowledge. Some of them have even played the game professionally. So they should be whooping my ass all day. We got some on here that like to coach games. You know what I'm saying? Little kids and shit like that. Guys that like to call you very early in the morning and talk shit about what they know. We got those kind of guys too. And I love it. We're going to have an amazing season. We're going to talk a lot of shit. And let me be clear. I'm going to talk shit whether I win or lose. All right? Because somebody on my squad going to have a good game. You know what I'm saying? But somebody going to probably leave me hanging every now and then. That's fine. The reason I keep saying that I'm the least engaged, because I'm the least athletic of everybody in this league. Everybody's in better shape than me. Some of these fools played the game during school. I don't care about none of that shit. This is the Trill League. And if somebody wins the chip for the Trill League championship before me, I think I will be the most offended motherfucker in this league. All right? Now, that being said, welcome you all to the table. We're going to have a great time. I'm not here by myself. Let me introduce my amazing co-host, who is more knowledgeable about this shit than I am, Warwick Johnson, a.k.a. Dub J. How we doing, Dub?
Doing pretty good. How you doing, bud?
I'm all right, man. We getting started. I don't know where it's going, but we're going to play some fantasy football and have some fun. I know that.
There we go. That's what it's all about.
Now, the reason I asked Warwick to be my co-host, one, because he's won more championships than me. He's played fantasy football much longer than I have, and he's actually been a commissioner of fantasy football leagues before. So Dub J is not only a participant in this league, he is also the commissioner. So any grievances that we have, we direct all that shit to Dub J. So I plan on directing a couple of things to you through this season. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here for it.
I'm going to be in my feelings. I ain't going to lie about this shit. I'm going to be very emotional and in my feelings about this shit, especially week 1. But I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that in a minute. We've been talking about the league. I think it's time to introduce you guys to the players and the teams that they put together. We're going to do this in the order of where we drafted, but are we going to put the grade up too?
Why not?
Production, what y'all want to do? I want to put the grade. Fuck it. All right. Well, we're going to put the grade up. And look, it's going to be embarrassing to certain people, present company included. You know what I'm saying? But one person got the worst grade, and we'll get to that motherfucker in a minute. Also, I'm going to try to control my language, right? I'm going to try to control my language, but this is football. We've been waiting a long time for football. Everybody I know that's been waiting for football, like I've been waiting for football, is very emotional. So expect to see some emotions. You're going to see a lot of laughing, might see some crying, but a shit ton of anger. Going to be a lot of emotional language on this thing. So you might want to keep the kids away from this one. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's take a look at our first team in the Trill League Fantasy Football League.
We have Gary Owens. Go Tom Gary.
Gary Owens, for some of you that may or may not know, is a very popular comedian. He's been on several TV shows and starred in very amazing movies as well. Gary is white. I don't know if that has any bearing on what's going on, but I just wanted to put that out there. It shouldn't have anything to do with him drafting. I think Gary got an A, if I'm not mistaken. I think Gary got an A for his draft. So we put his lineup on, and of course, he had the number 1 pick. And if you don't know, Gary Owen is from Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay? So with his first pick, who did he take? Of course, Jamar Chase. But if you look at his team and you look at his quarterback, you would notice that he didn't get Burrow. That did not sit well with Mr. Owen. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how he takes out his vengeance on the person that took his quarterback, as well as how he plays against the rest of us. Jerry's got a pretty good team. I'm not going to lie. He got a pretty good team. And he got an A+, not because of the players he drafted, because he drafted them at the right time. That's where the grade comes from for many of you that probably knew this years before I even started playing. But Jerry's got a great team. It's going to be formidable, and we'll look forward to seeing him in the Trill League competition. All right, team number 2.
Second one is the Middle Fingers.
The Middle Fingers, led by Anthony Bowser, a.k.a. Bandit. The Middle Fingers, for some of you who may know a little history about me, was a side group that I used to be a member of, along with Bandit and Deja Ray, Kilo, and Bam, and Big Mun, and Sean Wee. We put together a couple of projects, had some fun, but he and I typically bond over movies and sports. We spend a lot of time talking about football and getting very angry about football, about competitions. And he's actually the commissioner of his football league, the Money League, of which I've been in and won the chip last year. It was the first league I ever joined. It was the one that I excelled to the quickest to the top. So the rest of the guys that I'm in leagues with, good luck this year because I'm on the move right now. Let's look at who Anthony Bowser picked this year. Who did he take with his first pick?
All right. We have Bijan Robinson.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. That's actually a good pick. That's a good start. Now, we're not going to go through all the picks today, but I always like to show who the first picks are. I like that. I think that gives you a look at how people are thinking for drafting their team. What was his grade on his draft?
He also received, let me take a look.
He got an A as well. But Gary got an A+, correct?
Correct.
Gary got an A+. All right, I'm not mad at that. Welcome, Bandit, to the league. I can't wait to whip your ass in this league as I've whipped your ass in your league. So welcome, my friend, welcome. All right, team number 3.
We have team number 3, Killer Bees.
Now who is the team leader for Killer Bees?
Chase.
That would be OG Chase B. Chase B is a well-known DJ. He's actually Travis Scott's in-house DJ as well as a well-known DJ by his own right. Very competitive guy. He was one of the first guys to accept the invitation to this league. I don't know much about Chase B's football knowledge, but I can't wait to test it. I can't wait to test it here in this league. So welcome, Chase B. I welcome you with open arms to hug you when you're crying on my shoulder after I whip that ass. I don't even know what week I play you, but, just say your grace. All right, pick number 4, the illustrious Trill OG himself, the Trillionaires, baby. That's right. We did okay. We started out with Saquon Barkley. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be transparent because it's probably going to come out anyway. I actually picked Jahmyr Gibbs. In the room, I made an announcement in the room that make sure you announce your pick to the commissioner so they can put it on the board, but then also make sure to draft and pick your man in the app. I did not do that and was currently talking over people in conversation while the draft and shit was going on, not paying attention. And then in pick 6, someone picked Jahmyr Gibbs. And I was like, wait a minute, I thought I picked Jahmyr Gibbs. And then I looked and I auto-drafted. Because I was talking too damn much. I had auto-drafted. Now, be clear. The league I won the chip in, the Money League that's led by Bandit, I auto-drafted every season I played in that league. I auto-drafted due to technical difficulties, timing issues, or what have you. Didn't matter. Worked the waiver wire. That's where the coaching comes in. All this about drafting, that means nothing because your best guy could get hurt in his first game and you starting from scratch. That's why I excel at. I am next man up in the flesh. You'll see. I want to
y'all hear that, right?
You'll see.
Y'all hear that, right?
Yeah, they hear it. This is recorded.
Yeah,
I can't go back, right? I can't go back on.
Also, Chase B had picked his first pick with CD Lamb as well. So
yeah, but he picked the Cowboy. We don't. Let's go to Team 5. We ain't talking about Chase B. Who's team? Oh my goodness, Team 5. Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins, NBA basketball legend. Let me tell you something. But a broadcasting icon. An absolute broadcasting icon. I don't know what I hate on this man. He got a chip. I can't knock him for all that. But Kendrick Perkins is not only, first of all, this is his first time ever playing fantasy football. So we give him grace for that. But anybody that's ever been in a league with someone that has never played fantasy football before knows that those picks become very awkward because those type of people will typically pick the players that they like. They'll typically draft people that they like as opposed to the best people available. Can we say what Kendrick Perkins' first pick was?
Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry McLaurin with the 5th pick in the first round.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot, but I know Terry should have been there for 3. He could have got Scary Terry with the 5th pick in round 3. But God bless Perk. And if you look at this lineup, look at where he picked DJ Moore, ladies and gentlemen.
Pick 3.
Look at the man picked DJ Moore as his
3.
wide receiver for pick number 3.
Chicago.
I thought he was trolling me, y'all. For at least half of this draft, I thought he was trolling me. I thought there was some side joke that he was going to be playing on all of us with this. And then we all realized in one moment that he was dead ass serious. Yeah. He was dead ass serious as to who he was picking and when he was picking them. Now, I'm not saying he's got a terrible team. He's actually got some players on that team that work. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. And the way he drafted him, it's almost as if he drafted in reverse. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's okay. We're gonna work on that with him and Big Perk. And by work on that, I mean beat the shit out of him. Anybody that doesn't lose to Kendrick Perkins this season, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I don't trust your judgment on a lot of things. You can't bring me nobody potato salad. You can't bring me nobody rice dressing. I will not trust any kitchen recommended by you if you let Kendrick Perkins beat you in the first. I'm going to give y'all a great first 7 weeks.
Holy.
First 7 weeks.
Y'all better look at y'all matchup.
He should at least figure out that he's been doing this wrong. God forbid he come out the gates with a dub. God forbid. We'll never live it down in the Trill League. We'll never live it down. All right, 16. Who was number 6, sir?
16, Mo City Bo.
Now, that is your guy. Introduce the world to Mo City Bo.
All right, Mo City Bo. That's my homeboy from high school days. And he actually had his own radio talk show on ESPN. They reached out to him for actual stats of different players in the NFL. So he had an hour segment every Sunday before the actual season started for Sunday football games. And he would talk about players that he would choose, why he would choose them, upcoming players and things of that sort. So I thought it was a perfect fit for him to actually join us on this venture of Trill Fantasy Football. So his first pick was Jahmyr Gibbs. Due to Bun having an auto pick, things happen, So Bun said he won in an auto pick situation. So we're going to see if he could pull it off again.
Yeah, I didn't make a big deal about it because having Saquon Barkley as your auto draft pick in the first round. If you have an auto pick situation in the draft, your first 3 rounds should be fine. Round 4, they may draft your quarterback. Shit's gonna start getting weird around there. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's my question: why didn't you tell me you brought a motherfucker from ESPN into this league?
He not from ESPN.
He got a check.
They reached out. Who?
Did he get a check?
I don't know. We don't talk money, but he used to do it like he's into this. Like his whole family, his dad is in the league that we in. His brother's in the league that we in. Not this one, but in my other league. And he really knows this. He studied this. He's passionate about it. And that's what I do. I deal with people who really like this and do this, eat shit, sleep, drink, whatever. But they into this football stuff because that's going to make me better. So with that being said, it was only right that I have him join us.
I can't wait to whoop him. What is his mama name? What's his government name?
Derek Wilson.
Mr. Wilson, welcome to the Trill League. I can't wait to whoop your ass with all your knowledge. I can't wait to show you then they had the wrong motherfucker. Welcome. All right, who do we got next up?
All right, next up.
This would be the 7th pick?
Yes, sir.
Who had the 7th pick in the Trill League?
7th pick will be Double Dose. Team Double Dose.
Team Double Dose. Ansel Jennings, who's actually in the building off camera. Welcome. Angelo Jennings is one of my best friends. He's also my personal business manager. We've done many things around the world. We've created amazing, brilliant experiences for people all over the world. We share a passion for football. We share a passion for sports in general, but he hasn't played fantasy football in several years. How many years, Mr. Jennings?
15.
Speak louder for the people in the camera. 15. 15. I told him to get angry. They think I'm playing. 15 years he hasn't played in. I'll give you 4 losses, week 1 through 4. After that, you should be 13-0. You spend too much time. You're a part-time coach of your son, AJ. You spend extensive hours, days, months out of the year interacting with coaches, players, working up schemes, all of it. You should be whooping people's asses, but you won't because I'm here. Which means he won't whoop every ass. So I'll be honest. I expect to go undefeated. Let me be very clear. I don't expect anybody here to beat me. Which means, Commissioner, should you happen to get a victory over me, you did not win. I beat myself.
Oh, that's what it's called. Okay.
When you beat me, it will only mean that I did not have the perfect lineup. If I put my best players in and my best players execute in the way that I want them to execute, I should win every game. If I lose these games, it will only be because I picked the wrong people to put in the lineup. Do you believe that, Commissioner?
Definitely.
It don't, man.
Definitely. Because we go do the points on the bench as well, so we could calculate it all up.
No, we ain't gonna do
it. The ones that played and didn't play. Just let's see what the numbers look like.
I'm not in cheat mode. I'm in beat mode. I'm gonna beat some ass.
That's
Pick number 8 in the fantasy football league known as Trill League was amazing because I don't even remember what their original name was. But I do know that before they took their first pick, the 8th pick in the first round, he said, I want to change my name. Commissioner, since you brought this man in the league, can you introduce him and his team name, please?
GOAT. 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 I told him he couldn't have the name. He could have GO, but he gonna have to earn them other 2 letters. He just can't come in the league calling himself the GOAT.
Tell them his government name. The people need to know this man.
Obina, you know me, I know you. Obina Azubaka.
Obina, I've known you for many years, and we've had a very cordial relationship over those years. We've never had any tense moments because everything has been very, very surface level. This goes to the soul, my boy. This goes to the soul, my boy. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Obina got real sick in that room.
Oh, yeah?
I've never seen Obina on a personal level, only professional. So he's a very professional, I spent a lot of money with Obina because he's a very good person at his job. He's a very good at he's in a leadership position for a reason. But this was personal shit. And he got a little funky. Cause I had something to say about him changing his name to GOAT. And he said some other shit back. I don't want to get back into it because I'm gonna just get mad again. But Obina, you have to prove that GOAT. You got to prove that GOAT. I mean, you got to earn the letters and the periods, my guy.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you just a GOAT, as in Billy. You understand? I don't know what week I'm going to see you. I'm going to look up the schedule. I'll see you soon. Pick number 9 in the draft. Ladies and gentlemen, our own illustrious Commissioner, Warwick Johnson. Please introduce yourself as your fantasy football introduction for people.
All right. Team name Dub J. Warwick, as you know, Commissioner of Trill Fantasy Football League. I've been doing this about 15 years. Got 5 championships under my belt just from Yahoo. A couple others from other sites as well. But with that being said, I'm here to teach, guide, help, as a commissioner should do, and as a winner should do.
Can I get a notepad? Because he's teaching.
Yeah. Feel free to take notes, you know.
I left my phone in the car, and I don't want to change my screen.
The grade level they gave me is interesting, but I understand how this works. So if I would have got an A from picking good players and, you know, just doing what I do, everybody would have felt some type of way, in my opinion, because, you know, commissioner, he get an A+. So I want to start behind the 8 ball. You know what I mean? Let everybody feel good about their scores, grades, and everything. And then slowly but surely, you know, the rabbit, the turtle. Yeah. You'll see who
I'm a bit confused, Commissioner. Are you saying that the grades were generated by you and you chose to give yourself a lesser grade? Because it was my understanding that the computer, the program, the application gave the grades out to people. Did you consciously pick your players in a way to give yourself a lesser grade? Or are you just capping for these people?
a little bit of cap, but at the same time, you know, I had to pick from what was left on the board. So I knew my grade wasn't going to be spectacular as other leagues that I'm in. But like I said, at the end of the day, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
So you actively wanted to be underestimated.
Definitely. In every room I'm in.
Successful.
Definitely.
He was definitely successful on that. He is underrated. We do not rate him high at all. And let me ask you this. Is this why we're playing in said league? Do you have any type of statistical or organizational advantages that we don't know about based on the proliferation of games that you have played and championships that you have won in said application? Does that give you some type of advantage?
Nah.
Of course not.
I don't have no advantage.
I don't care if you made the app.
Yeah, I don't have no advantages.
Nobody in this league has advantages. You're all disadvantaged. And I hate to say why, but I will. Because you're playing me. Point blank period, you're playing me. I don't have the most knowledge. I've already said that. I don't have the most experience. I've already said that. Nobody wants this more than me. You know why? Trill League. Trill League. Just like the burger, I put my name on it.
Okay.
Pick number 10.
Pick number 10, self-made player.
If you are a fan of Houston Southern hip hop or from the city of Houston, then you already know who Mr. Self-Made is. That's right. The Don himself, Kiki, is in this league. I've been wanting to play against the Don since I've been playing fantasy football. Any discussion I've ever had with the Don has always been him speaking about football here and me kind of here just trying to learn some things about these things, right? Fantasy football puts us on an even scale. See, I know you think that because you know what shit look like and all of that and who plays how against whatever defense and all that shit. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm going to have so much fun talking shit to you. Not just all, we play week 1. So we finna set the tone in this relationship. Brag and right start with week 1 with me and you. They start tonight with me and you, my friend. I cannot wait. I've never really had something I was passionate about to talk shit with you again. But I see you talk your shit with all of the people that you share these passionate moments with. I've been waiting for mine for years. He got his own league and he won't let me in. You let Al D in your league, bro. The Kendrick Perkins of fantasy football. You let Al D in your league. Shame on you. Mm-hmm. Shame on you, the dog. I'm going to whoop you week 1, set the tone. And I mean, I don't want to hear a whisper Tuesday morning when this is, I don't want to hear a whisper out of you. You sit back, my boy, you open your ears and you take this beating I'm going to give you. Okay. You hold that L. Let me see. What's the best? You got a low center of gravity. So I would say hold it like this. Hold it down here so you can hold it long and sturdy. Who is the last pick?
No, we got one more right before that. Number 11, Light Feet Jerry.
Okay, hear about football, bro. You put your allegiance in the wrong place. You put your heart in Jerry's hands. You see where that led you, right? But that being said, you got the highest grade in the draft, which means not only did you pick the right players, you picked them at the absolute best moment. Perk, that's a gimme. Everybody get that. That's like a participation trophy when you whoop Perk. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really excited to see if you know what you talk about because you speak very passionately about sports, particularly football. You speak from the heart. They're like most Cowboys fans because it's bleeding. But come on in, brother. Come on in. You are welcome. You are welcome, my small town Texas brother. Come get this big city whooping. Come get this big city ass whooping. We are happy to have you. Last but not least,
Blitzmaster Andre.
Blitzmaster Andre, as in Andre Johnson, Hall of Fame Houston Texans wide receiver by way of Miami. Did y'all see them shoes he had on at the game on the sideline? Them Jordan 3s and them Hurricane colors? It's good to be Team Jumpman. I'm Team Jumpman. I ain't got them yet. Andre, probably out of everybody, after the draft, was excited about who he drafted and who he was finna play. I don't know how much experience he has in fantasy football, but I do know that a lot of these people are his contemporaries. I know we see each other all the time. He sees Kiki all the time. He sees Chase B all the time. I'm sure he sees Bubba all the time. He sees all of them all the time. And he's excited to play against these people. We're excited to whoop you too, Andre. We're excited. We are so happy to whoop you in your gold jacket. Let me tell you something. This is the closest, and I mean the closest I will ever have to being better than an NFL football player. In this space, in this arena. This ain't NRG. This is my arena. This is my space. I want you to bring all your knowledge, all your experience. I want you to call all your former teammates, your coaches, your homeboy. Call whoever it was that wiped you, who gave you Gatorade on the sideline. Call him too. Call them all. Use my phone. It ain't gonna help. I think you're gonna pick based on experience. I think that's gonna hurt you in here. See, I don't know how much football you actively watch. That to me is going to be the determining factor. Because I know you have players that you like, that you've watched or whatever, but this is like one by one man. You might pick a running back that you like. Well, what does O-line look like, Dre? We'll see what you know about that with this. I know you know way more about football than me. You've seen, played, touched, all of that. I can't even palm the motherfucker, but I can win a chip here in this space. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to beat a Hall of Famer in anything football. I don't care how minimal it is. I'll take it.
Facts.
I'll take it. Man, bro, I almost said I was going to buy me a gold jacket. I'm going to earn it. I'm going to earn it. That's what I'm going to do. Now, this is the beginning of the season. This is week 1. You know what I'm saying? So we're all excited. Tonight's game, of course, the Cowboys versus the Eagles. This is where you get your heart broke, light feet. This is where you get your heart broke. Because I think you might lose this week, not only with the Cowboys, but also in your league game. But we will see. I'm excited about this game. I have a player in this game, Saquon Barkley. So we're going to see if Saquon can repeat his record-setting season from last year. I have no doubt that he's going to get close, which probably going to be good enough for me. But I'm just ready to watch football. I ain't going to lie. We've been waiting a long time, and we finally got football tonight. NFL official, no more pregame. This is it. And then we have a game tomorrow. This will be the first NFL game. You said it's the first one in Brazil?
First one. Well, second one in Brazil.
Okay.
Second time they're doing it in Brazil.
Okay. This is the second time. But Brazil is going to be the new destination.
Yes.
What you were saying. So typically they always, because you were telling me about, they always do Germany.
Right. They do Germany, they do London, and for as Brazil last year, I believe was their first year. Mm-hmm. So this year will be their second year.
So this will probably be the third destination for international football. And he said he wanted us to start with one of these games, play one of these shows from one of these games. I don't know about that, but we'll see what we can do. If enough of y'all view, we can make some money and we can afford to go to one of these games. Until then, I'm going to have to go up the street about 30 minutes to the Texas Stadium and watch them play some football. But I'm excited, man. So the Brazil game is going to be Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited about that. Of course, we got Mr. Engagement himself, Travis Kelce, you know what I'm saying, back at it again. And of course, arguably the best quarterback we've ever seen throw a football, Patrick Mahomes. What do you think? What do you think of these two games? I mean, obviously Cowboys, whatever, but Chargers and Chiefs. I think that's a pretty level matchup starting the season.
I feel Kansas City has something to prove. Definitely. After losing in the Super Bowl, they definitely have something to prove. So I think they go come out gunning. They got a lot of healthy wide receivers back. Rashid Rice, he's on the suspension, but when he do come back, he's going to be explosive. But until then, they figured it out last year. I think they'll figure it out this year, how to just come out and prove a point that they still them guys. So we go see. But
Excellent.
I got Kansas City.
Excellent analysis, my brother. But it doesn't matter because the NFL games don't matter more than the Trill League. They're just a conduit for us to get where we're going. That's the only reason. We enjoy football, we love it, but we need it to succeed at this. See, when I tell you I'm the least engaged, I'm not playing, I'm not exaggerating. People love that shit more than me all day long. You know what I love more than them? To win. That's why I'm here. I know that's why they think they're here. But that's why I'm here. That's why he's here. And hopefully every week, Wednesday shows and Sunday shows, we hope you're here. Right here, baby, for the Trill League Fantasy Football Show. We're going to keep it short this time because we don't really have any games to talk about. We ain't got no shit to talk. This will be longer as we start dealing with dubs and L's and shit.
There we go.
This will become longer commentary. And we may have a player or two coming in here and get yelled at personally when they catch that L, or give them an opportunity to scream on us. How about that? We equal opportunity hosts.
There we go.
I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in, man. One time for our sponsors, Monster Energy, as always, man. Hopefully, as this show goes on, we'll get some more sponsors. Talking to you, people with money. And, yeah, man, I'm excited about this. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this. Yeah. And Gary, if you took offense to me saying you were white, I don't know why, because you are white. I didn't mean to lock in on that like that, but don't worry about it. We'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, keep it trill. We'll see you soon.